All right, research shows that coming out about sexual orientation and gender identity makes a huge difference to the LGBTQ people's ability to lead happy, open, and fulfilling lives.
So there are no rules to coming out or when to do it or who to tell or even the right age.
That's right. And joining us now is America's favorite bisexual grandmother, Arlene Krantz. Hello. Now, Arlene, there is still a lot of stigma about coming out. Can you just share your story with us?
Sure. You know, there's so many people celebrating gay pride all the time, but at the same time, a lot of people are walking around with secrets because they're afraid to come out to their family. I was very active in my San Francisco days when I lived there, and I found that's what I wanted to do. I couldn't stay in the closet. Closets are for my fabulous clothes. They are not for me, right? You got it. So it was important for me to be who I was, because from the time I was 9 years old, I knew that there was something going on. And I had attraction to girls, but in those days, there was no community, there was no place to go.
Yeah.
So you had to, you know, so it was kept quiet until finally I ended up in San Francisco, the gay mecca at the time, and it was like, oh great, now I can be me. So it was amazing. And I also had an opportunity to be in Newsweek magazine. They did an article on bisexuality and AIDS, and it was like, can we put your name in there? Okay, put my name in there. Can we put your picture in there? Okay, put my picture in there. And it was a scary thing to do that.
There was some apprehension, I imagine.
There was a lot of apprehension, because I have 2 daughters, I have 7 grandkids, and this was before my grandkids came around, but it was like, you know, do I tell my parents? And then when I went to Philadelphia, I said, well, I have to tell my mom. So, and I had the article, the Newsweek article, and I was in Oakland Trib on the front page with somebody else, and I had all this. I was proud of what I was doing.
How was that reception? Was it received very warmly?
Well, what happened was that I showed my mom the articles. It was like the day I was leaving, because I was like, oh my God, when am I going to tell her, what time? And I said, I have to do it before I leave. So I took out the articles, I showed her, and I said, look, I'm proud. She said, well, I don't like the part that says bisexual. And I said, well, that's who I am, Mom, and left it at that. Now, when I told my dad, told him about the Newsweek article, I said, well, Dad, I'm still the same person. He said, no, you're not. And it was like, you might as well stab me in my heart. I felt terrible. But he kind of accepted anybody that I brought home, and he was okay about it. But when my wife and I got married, we were the first same-sex couple to get married at the Bel Air Hotel in L.A.
Wow. So you did it low-key. You did it low-key.
You betcha, honey.
The Bel Air Hotel.
I go big or I'm not going, right? So, I had my family, I said that, you know, we're not keeping it a secret, because I don't believe in doing that. You know, why? I don't want to not hide who I am. So I told my parents didn't come, and I blamed it. I thought, oh, well, they're too old to travel. But a couple of years later, they told me they didn't want to be there because they didn't agree with it. Oh. So that was kind of hard to hear that. And at the same time, who I am, I'm in a relationship with a woman for 25 years. And my grandkids, because of their ages, they always saw us together, and they never saw anything else. And my daughter told me one time, she said, one of my grandkids was talking to her friend, maybe they were 6 years old, and they were saying, can you believe that 2 women were getting married? And my granddaughter said, well, what's wrong with that? You know, there's nothing, and I was so proud that they said that. I was like, really?
That's awesome.
Yeah, and when my daughter got married, the same thing. I said, is it okay if we dance? She said, Mom, do what you want to.
That's awesome.
So I felt like I was accepted.
Well, Arlene, the one thing I want to ask you is, because it's spanned decades, obviously, since you've come out.
Yes.
How's it been different then as opposed to now? The world you move in today?
Well, there's more communities you can go to. If anybody wants to come out, there's centers, gay centers people can go to in your local community. There's a lot of support groups. In my day, there was nothing, just nothing. You know, I didn't know what a gay person looked like, truthfully. I didn't know.
Yeah.
But today, there's so many places people can go to. Yeah. They have PFLAG for parents. You know, if you have a gay child and you want to find out more how to deal with that. So there's so much out there. They just have to go look in their local community, and they'll find plenty of places to go to.
Arlene, we brought you on here because we wanted you to share your story, and we just appreciate you for not being afraid to share your true, authentic self.
Well, you have to be bold and brave.
Yes,
you know?
high five for that.
You got it.
Who the hell's not going to accept you? Are you kidding me? Your vibe and your energy is fantastic stuff. Well, if you want to check out Arlene's book, Dare to Come Out, all you got to do is head to arlenekrantz.com. Arlene, thank you so much for being here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Really cool stuff. Well, we'll be right back.